It's a good thing as long as it doesn't affect your like mental state, which I'm pretty good about
I
that.
view it as like overcoming.
Overcoming. Would you rather come in the sink or sink in the cum?
Good question, brother.
Yeah, it would depend on the day, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes I just feel like I need a bath, and sometimes I don't. And sometimes I feel like coming in the sink.
Sometimes I want to feel like I need a bath.
Yeah.
This should be run. This should be jump, or this should be jump, and this should be.
Sure. I don't know. I
should remap.
You'll figure it out. Ben will just be extra funny this episode.
I'm always funny.
You know, the first episode we recorded today, I wasn't being very funny because I was like explaining Hyperlight Drifter or Breaker, but then we got into it, so and we ranted. So you know, it's like again, there's only two types of video gamers on the internet that make YouTube videos. You gotta run fast through this hallway, buddy. You don't got that yet. You gotta be funny, and I guess okay at games, but you could also be bad and funny. It just it depends on how funny you are, or you're good at video games and you don't have to be as funny. So we either have to be funny, and then the badness of you sucking will be less, or you have to be good at video games and we can be a little less funny.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
We have our custom made mix that we use.
Yeah. It's like our you know, my mom crafted up the recipe and we're sort of like we made modifications and then used it. Yeah. I'm glad we changed topics because we were talking about how I have anxiety before we started the episode, and I thought well, I know it's just important. I'm just glad. I'm just talking to you as a person, Ben. Did not,
talking to you as a person.
It's like mostly what we do.
That's
and then
cool, though, but that's not content.
And then occasionally, true.
I'm fucking with you,
dude. I have anxiety. That's content.
That's content.
Look at that kid. He's anxious.
People sure seem to fucking think so.
Look at that loser. He's anxious. What an idiot. Haha. No, I'm relatable, dude.
Relatable.
I'm relatable. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like pretty recently realized how. It should have dawned on me, like there was one time where me and Ben were hanging out before we had like started the channel, when we would like hang out and just play games and talk as if we were recording a video, but we weren't.
Yeah.
Which is what spurred us to do this in the first place. And we had like gone out to eat, and we like ate, and then we were playing games. We were playing NHL, actually. I remember exactly the moment.
Really?
Yeah. And then I like turned to you and I was like, I think I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna go home now.
Oh,
and then, yeah.
Was that when we were playing NHL?
It was. Ben, I remember the moment very fondly. As if it was like a positive moment in my life when it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then I went home and I peed and then I felt fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? There was probably a little bit of anxiousness there, and also I just hadn't peed like all night. So there was and my tummy's a little weird, but I think it's because I'm anxious. Like sometimes when I'm coming over for the week, like hang out on the weekends, I get like really like weirdly nervous. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
You just, I don't know. I feel like you're a homebody and you don't want to leave your house.
I'm
like,
more than a homebody. I'm a gremlin that lives under my bridge, and I don't like leaving my bridge.
Exactly,
you know?
Yeah.
It's
okay,
yeah. It's not even that.
It is what it is. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. It doesn't stop me from like going to my job or like doing things. You know?
Yeah.
Just, like,
I mean, you seem to manage it pretty well.
Yeah.
from an outside
exterior wise, I'm pretty good at burying that shit, I guess, which some could say is a good thing, some could say is a bad thing.
I think that's a good thing. I think
it's a good thing as long as it doesn't affect your like mental state, which I'm pretty good about that.
I view it as like overcoming.
Overcoming. Would you rather come in the sink or sink in the cum?
Good question, brother.
Yeah, it would depend on the day, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes I just feel like I need a bath, and sometimes I don't. And sometimes I feel like coming in the sink.
Sometimes I want to feel like I need a bath.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Shit, you know.
69 health, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I honestly, dude, I can get pretty anxious too.
Yeah.
I actually get it, like, I'm a freak, dude. I get it when I'm hang out with my friends. And like it has nothing to do with like. There was an item down here. I saw it.
Nice.
I was like, come on, give it to me.
More missiles that you won't use in a boss fight, and instead try to use the charge beam.
Yeah. Or I'll just blow them all.
Yeah.
Help. Okay.
You'll shoot all the walls.
Yeah. No, I get anxious staying out with my friends sometimes.
Dude,
it's really fucking weird, but.
Yeah. One of the things that especially made it dawn on me, it's okay. No one noticed. You were just looking at the map.
Yeah, true.
Was when me and my family went on a cruise recently, and I don't get motion sick.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think that I would have felt like any like different that the lava's rising. Run!
I hate this.
You just gotta go through there,
anxious.
bro. You just gotta go through there, dude. Chill. It's just a video game. Stop being free.
I will
Stop being
throw
free.
up,
I know. And when I went on the cruise, I felt like motion sick, or not even motion sick. I just felt like sick the whole time, and I like don't normally get motion sick. So I don't know if it's just because I was nervous because I was with like my family and some of my extended family. But I think it might have been a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like it was funny because like the night before we had recorded actually, and then I like didn't get a lot of sleep before we went on the plane. And I was like, dude, I was in the bathroom on that plane like 50% of the time, like thinking I was gonna like get sick, but I never did. Dang. And then like I just like ate the little bag of pretzels they gave me, and then I like felt better.
Oh
and
yeah,
it was just so weird.
Get a little something to settle your stomach.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe I have fucking anxiety. I was like, well, I knew I knew I had it, but I was like, I didn't realize it was this bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine. I'd
whatever
manage it, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't debilitate me from like, I don't know, when I get asked to do a project at work that I'm like, you know, not that I'm not comfortable with, but it's like, you know, I hadn't done like a presentation in front of people since like my first year in college, which was like 8 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I had like a speech course in college, but you know, I didn't like, you know, wasn't doing presentations at my retail job.
No,
you know?
Yeah.
And then they asked me to do like a PowerPoint presentation on like something I was like kind of familiar with, but not like super familiar with. So it was like I like kind of know what this is, but I'm not an expert, so I feel like I don't really, you know, in front of a bunch of like engineers, like what do I have to say?
Yeah.
But I did it, and I did pretty good. I'm weirdly good at like actually doing speeches, I think. So I don't know. Cool. It's just weird. It didn't stop me from doing that, but you know, it's like I didn't feel great. I felt nervous, but you know, I think nerves are a good thing. I think a certain level of nervousness is like normal and a good thing.
Yeah. It kind of gives you, I feel like it gives you a little bit of like the edge, you know?
Adrenaline.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's like our not funny, like real segment for this episode. So I guess we'll start making like poop and fart jokes. That's why I snuck in like that.
That's why you came here, right?
Yeah, that's why I snuck in that like cum in the sink joke. You know, just like try to like give some levity,
alleviate some of the sweat.
Yeah. I used levity, which is like a smaller word, but a smarter word.
More intention. Yeah.
So
I hear you.
Yeah. People use alleviate all the time, and no one uses levity.
I feel like that's not true.
I don't know. I don't hear the word levity a lot. I think it's pretty sweet.
You need to be listening to more people who say the word.
Why is it not called a levity?
That's trademark.
Like alleviate.
It's trademarked by Leave.
Is it not the same root word?
I'm just fucking with you.
Surely it is, right?
What is this thing?
It's just it's loot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I need health.
It's loot, but right now you don't have like you could do that. If you hit them fast enough, then you can kill them all. But you can also get like the wide beam later.
Yeah.
That's good for farming those guys, but. Yeah, it's just a loot room. A grind room.
Yeah.
Just pretty hot.
I wonder if this will
just spam. No, just spam. Charge beam sucks, dude.
I'm out. Am I pretty? Oh, good.
Oh, good. Look what you've done.
Damn it.
Charge beam is just a worse missile. Prove me wrong.
Free, bro. It could be worse.
Who cares?
I do.
What are you doing right now? Grinding free missile.
Ryan, you know how cheap I am.
I know, dude. It's crazy.
I am like the world's cheapest person.
It's crazy, bro.
It's crazy. It's out of control.
All right, guys. Welcome to our 12-episode series of Ben farming in this room per game.
Dude, I feel good again. I'm feeling fancy free. Actually, this is also giving me anxiety right now.
What? Because you might be going the right way.
Yes. And there's
there
like
might be secrets that you're missing.
Yeah, this actually like makes me really upset in video games. Not upset as in like I think it's like a bad game or something. It just is like, no, this is wrong.
Yeah. Dude, that's why I'm like
I get everything.
That's why I need to play games that I can't like min-max in, because like min-maxing can get to a point where it's like I'm inhibiting my own self from having fun. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So
I am 100% like that.
I wish I didn't have that disease, but I do.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, it's extra funny too, is I'm like, I have to get everything. But like, it'd be like, oh, you want 100% the game? Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to do that with like some games more recently. At least 100%ing to the point where like, until there's like, I don't know, some like obnoxious shit that you're just like not worth 100%ing.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that put in like the stupid like dumb collectibles.
Oh, like, dude, God.
Collect 100 useless stamps.
Dude, one of the worst side quest in Xenoblade Chronicles X is you have to collect 100 lobster plushies in the main city, and they're just that. It's like not too bad because you can just get in your like giant robot and fly around, but they like spawn at different times, which makes no sense.
Yeah,
because like the like plot of that side quest is that some dude like put bombs in all these lobster plushies, and then and you have to like find them. Yeah, and it's like, well, if they're like, he's not like going around and like picking them up at like noon when like the time changes, right? You know, because like that wouldn't make any sense. But that's how it works. That's how the quest works. Like only some show up at certain times. So it's like, oh my god, I did not finish that quest, but I did pretty much everything else in that game. So yeah, in my mind, I'm good, and I like doing that, like because then I don't feel the need to play that game like again, like a year later. So like I'm on a pretty good dry streak of playing Xenoblade Chronicles 1 right now, because I played like when the definitive edition came out of that game, I played it like all the way through 100%, like pretty much did every side quest, like finished rebuilding Colony 6 for the 2 people who did that, you know. And I've pretty much played through with all the characters now, other than like the characters I don't like Charla.
How dare you?
I like her character, I just don't like how she plays.
She's a healer.
Yeah. She's apparently, I don't want to get into it. That's some nerdy Xenoblade shit, but
you proud of me? I used a missile.
I did. I'm very proud of you. But like,
oh no!
Also, because I've 100%ed it, I almost like don't want to play it again, because I'm like, what do I like? Because now my brain of like, I have so much limited time. It's like I should just play a new game because I've already played this game and I've seen literally everything it has to offer. I just want to play it to scratch that itch. I should just like watch I should do what you do and just watch all the cutscenes or something, you know? Yeah. And it's like, that's a good move. I don't know. It's like playing 100% is nice because I don't want to replay it immediately, but also I just kind of don't want to replay it.
Yeah.
You know? So it's weird. I'm a freaking freak, dude.
Yeah, for that
I'm a freaking freak.
I'm a friggin' freak.
And I don't know if that's even a relatable thought or anything. So
but I'm also a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Probably a boss next to me.
Put in the comments. Say hi in the comments.
I gotta itch my nose.
Just put something unrelated in the comments, honestly.
Say hi, dude.
Yeah. Say hi. We'll say hi back.
Really?
Sure.
We will.
Yeah. We're pretty good about responding to comments.
Yeah.
There's occasionally the one like odd one where it's like it's almost like there's just like not really a response, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they posted something, but it's like not even like, it's almost like not related or not meant. What? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it's one of these.
It's like they just say something, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
I'm also not just gonna go through and say like okay to like every comment. It's like cool. Dang, you know, I don't know. If you say you you watched all our video and enjoyed it, we're probably gonna be like thanks, because that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That is so fucking crazy to me. They'll never.
It's like it almost shouldn't be, because like we put out videos that I enjoy watching, which I think is important.
That's like the most important.
Yeah, I don't think you should make stuff that you don't enjoy like watching yourself, because if you can't enjoy watching it, then how are you going to convince other people to enjoy watching it? So like, you know, I rewatch our videos and I get a good chuckle every, you know, most of the time. So like,
oh no, oh
you're fine, just leave.
My least favorite thing.
You got the super speed run. The super speed run is like not that cool of an upgrade, but I think it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, it paired with the other one, the super jump that you get, that you have to do the super run to get. I think that pairing of upgrades is my favorite.
Really? I don't know that one.
You do. It's in this game. It was in Dread. You have to do the super run and then crouch to like charge up the jump, and then you jump.
Yeah.
The super jump.
It's cool.
It is cool, and it's like a speedrun strat for most of the.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of Dread like speedruns for. Didn't they have like little like segments where you had to like go fast?
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah, I saw like speedruns of those segments, and that you utilized that a lot. You don't have the whip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't nay yet.
The grapple hook.
Yeah.
The grapple beam.
The grapple beam might be my favorite, but I also am just a huge fan of the beams. Like I think they're the coolest.
Yeah, I mean you get the most use out of them.
For sure, yeah, but it's also cool. It's like, oh, ice beam here, and then like,
yeah. Oh shit! Now my beam is like 3 laser beams.
Yeah.
Crazy wide beam.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think
that's
my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty.
One they give you in Dread is at the end is sweet.
Oh, like the giant rainbow.
Yeah, the rainbow beam.
The Giga rainbow beam. Yeah, sweet, dude. Dread was sweet.
Dread was awesome, dude. more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, that game really did cook.
You gonna play the new Prime game?
I don't know. I never played the other ones really. Actually, I did. What do I do now?
You just leave.
Jump on this guy, huh? Oh, no,
you can't. You have to freeze him. There must be a way out. No, you probably soft locked yourself.
I probably broke the game.
Yeah, you probably broke the game. That's.
Ooh. Yeah, I owned, very briefly owned Prime 2. When I was like really young, and I played the beginning segment, and it scared me, and I was like, all right, well, I'm selling this.
Well, never playing this again.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember if I owned Prime like when I played GameCube. I feel like I did, but I don't.
More back then.
No, I didn't ever play it all the way through, but I feel like I've watched someone play it all the way through. I have a lot of that.
Well, oh yeah.
I watch a lot of YouTube videos and Let's Plays and stuff. And then you wonder how we got to this point. I definitely so I've seen a lot of it. I'm interested in Prime 4. It looks really good. At least from the trailer. What do you mean you've heard it's great?
I've heard the other games are great.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what do you mean the game's not out yet? the trailer that they showed, I was like, damn, I can't believe this is about to run on the Switch too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it looked like really good. At first I thought it was like a Xenoblade, like a Monolith soft entry that was about to happen. I was like, what the hell is happening? And then it was like, yeah. I'm like weirdly excited for it, even though, which is weird. Like this happened with me with Dread too, because like I like Metroid.
Oh, actually, never mind. I lied to you. I also played some of what was that one? Prime 3.
Okay, thank you for admitting that you lied to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to be honest.
It's very big of you.
Thank you.
This happened with me with Dread because like I like Metroid games, but I don't get like super hype about them, and like in the moment, like when I'm like watching the trailers and stuff, I'm like, that's cool. Yeah. But I'm not like I'm playing that day one. I'm in. Like,
yeah.
You got me.
It didn't blow my mind.
But like when Dread was announced, that's how I was, and then like as it approached, I was like, I think I'm gonna get this game and play it. And then it was like, I think I'm getting this day one and playing it, and then I got it, and then I beat it pretty quickly.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I definitely like. It was one of those games where I did not take a break from it. Where I actually like, I'm pretty bad about that too. Where I like play a game and then I go too hard in the paint, and I sort of burn out on it a little bit. But yeah, that one, and it also just wasn't a super long game, which is a good thing in my mind. A short, well-designed game is better than a bloated, poorly designed open world garbage.
100%.
Yeah. Go collect 100 lobsters, and that's not. I love Xenoblade Chronicles X, I do, but there are parts of that game that are not great.
Yeah,
and that just kind of happens with open world RPGs because they have to give you a reason to walk around, I guess.
Yeah.
Although Xenoblade Chronicles X does that well, and the lobster thing is just a weird like extra thing for some reason. But yeah, I don't know.
Colony 6, bro.
Yeah, Dread was that was bad. Again, I love Xenoblade games. I think the exploration in those games are actually pretty good for like. I mean, technically Xenoblade 1 isn't an open world game, but
the exploration one is kind of mid.
Well, that's where
also a grappling hook thing, isn't it?
No, I think it's no. You just jump on them. No, and that's where I think X actually excels. I think the exploration in X is really good as compared to the other games.
Yeah.
I do think that the little like random like diamond items that you have to pick up, this is like not interesting to people who don't play Xenoblade, but if you play Xenoblade, then brofist in the chat.
If you don't, then fuck you, play Xenoblade.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. If you like RPGs. If you don't like RPGs, you won't like them. But
what is this, huh?
The like random item collectopedia items that you like pick up on the ground, where you just kind of like they're like just always there, and they're like not really far off the beaten path. That's a genius idea, bro. That shit's actually great.
Yeah,
because like you don't have to like click a button or like go like I don't know. There's no, like doesn't have you don't have to do it. It's not like crafting materials or anything like that. Like every other game, like Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring, but the crafting materials that you like run around and pick up and like half of them aren't even that useful. It's just not good.
Crafting in games is bad. I've already
Well, it can be good if the items are useful. Most of the items in Elden Ring, Jesus Christ, dude.
We're being bad at this podcast.
I guess we're not being funny, but we're being interesting, maybe?
Maybe. We're talking about, like, interesting shit.
Yeah.
At least.
We're being video game journalists right now, essentially.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
Like that.
We're dissecting video games. Yeah. If the items are good, then it's good. But, like, if most of your items are, like, situational or not super useful, then I'm not on board,
Yeah.
Some of the Elden Ring craftable items are great. Some of them are not. Some of them are far too situational, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think that Xenoblade does that pretty well because like you don't even need to pick up the Collectopedia items, you know.
Yeah,
they're just there for you to like, I don't know, wander around. They have like the scenic areas and stuff, but
yeah.
X does it better because you have to fill out the map to like progress the game, and like they give you a lot of ways to you sort of evolve your ability to explore the map over the game, and that feels good. Also, flying a giant robot is sweet. Yeah, because like you start the game on foot and you're kind of running around everywhere, and you're like, God, I don't want to go over there because it's gonna take forever. And then you get a fucking robot that turns into a motorcycle that you can drive around like super fast and shit.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I think that those are grappling things, right?
Yeah, that's grapple.
Okay, so I think
and then you can make your robot fly, and then you can fly literally everywhere.
Yeah, feels good.
And it is a truly open world.
Yeah.
As soon as you spawn in the game, you could just walk into the last area and get rocked.
I'm kind of. I thought that was very cool, and I know a lot of people are instantly like, "Oh, who gives a shit?" Like, okay, so what if you can do that? It doesn't add anything to the game. And I'm like, I thought that was really cool anyway. I said, "Fuck those haters." No, I'm kind of at the point. I'm like, all right, whatever.
I agree, but there are things you can do in that last area, like that. Not everything is out of your reach there. Most of the shit is like crazy, but you get that in every Xenoblade where you spawn in the first area and there's like level 80 indomitable Richard.
Very true.
Yeah, who's just like there.
Richard.
Yeah. But so there's like some things you can do there, but you plant like nodes that fill out the map and give you resources. So like you can do stuff there, and it's not like, you know, completely out of, you know, it's not going to benefit you. So there's benefits to doing that. So I think the exploration in that game is tight, but the story kind of suffers because
they made it too open world.
Silent protag, and well, you can go anywhere and do everything at any time, so it's kind of hard to structure it. So
yeah, that's exactly why I don't like the game.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I know you do.
But, you know, you're allowed to have opinions.
You think they're wrong.
Isn't that crazy?
No.
Well, all right.
No one's allowed to have their own opinion.
Go back to Reddit, Ben.
Fuck you, dude. How dare you say that to me? I don't like that.
Sorry, Ben.
Right, that's enough for one time.
Yeah, that's enough yapping for one sesh.
Yeah. All right. Next time we'll make a little more progress. We did okay this
time. What do you mean?
Actually.
We went somewhere?
Yeah, we did. Except there's like 8 more branching paths now that I don't know where to go.
That's stressful.
What is, you know?
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel sick. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3. I think these are I think the ones directly below me are connected.
Crazy.
There's the one that goes down over there. Ooh. There's this I missed.
Dude, what even is that? You know? Crazy.
I'm sick right now. All right.
Well, Ben's gonna go throw up, and I'm just gonna watch.
Tummy gonna.
Make sure you throw up on my shoes. Like your cat did all over your shit, dude.
Yeah, sure thing.
Dude, throw up on something of his. That'll get him.
You're right up on your laptop.
No, you gotta get back at your cat, not me, dude. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, right. Yeah, true.
All right, bye.